All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is the KB5 MIQ Big Boy. Uh, Talked in the last video about how to get your copy of your ham ticket. And like I said, WD5 HKV and I've talked and got some more ideas, some videos that are coming. But I had an idea today, and since I'm old and get excited and interrupt people when I think of something, so I'm going to go ahead and make this video while it's kind of on my mind. Because there's some things HKV and DLX and I have talked about. Uh, We'll talk to you about how cheap you can get on HF radio right now. And a lot of people think you got to have the big all band 100-watt rig, and they're great. I got one. I love it. And I like what I do on HF. That's always been my favorite hobby and this favorite aspect of this hobby. But we got a new thing going on right now that's really helping DX and contacts in general is this sunspot cycle we're catching the beginning of. And 10 meters has been open a lot here lately and has been open about every day. Now you'll have some naysayers say 10 ain't open or 10's only reason you hear people on 10's on contest weekend. 10 meters good band. It really is my favorite band. And you see these QSL cards hanging in the background from 38 foreign countries and 40 of the 50 states. I've got 90% of those came off 10-meter contacts, especially when I was a novice back during the last sunspot cycle. So don't let the naysayers keep you away from 10 meters. What I'm about to tell you, a lot of them will fuss about because they think they're the Bayo Fung of 10 meters. Radios are like it is the 10-meter mobile radios. All right, hey, Ham Radio Cat. She finally made an appearance. 10-meter mobile radios. They usually run 25-watt radios, all mode. Depending on what brand you get, a lot of people like them. I've had a couple of them. I've made contacts with them. I think they're a great thing to have. I don't have one right at the moment. I sold my last one to a new ham. Um, really don't need two 10-meter radios in the shack. But if that's all you can afford, and with a sunspot cycle being what it is, even though it's only putting 25 watts out on a PEP, which on single sideband, you're probably not going to get 18 to 20 out of it, you'll make contacts. I worked Japan on the last one I had in the last sunspot cycle using a 25-watt mobile 10-meter radio. All kinds of brands of them out there. A lot of think hams fuss about them is because a lot of them are easily converted into 11 meters. Well, if you're a ham radio operator, that shouldn't bother you. Because if you use it on 11 meters, that's your business. Uh, if you're using it on 10 meters, you're going to be using it under your call sign, so it don't matter. You know, a lot of people say they're illegal to modify, and they probably are. And I don't really recommend modifying them to go in 11 meters if you're going to use it as a ham radio operator on 10. All right? But that happens. So, multiple brands of them out there. Multiple brands of them. And about 250 bucks, you can get one of the top line brands of. But I've seen some on that down as $59. They don't have as much output. But if you get one of those, say you buy a $250 one, I'm not even gonna call brands out because I don't want anybody to think I'm plugging certain brands. But if you look online, you can find them real easy. I know MFJ has got one. I'll call MFJ out because they're a ham radio operator, a ham radio brand. There's other brands that are predominantly related to the CB market. They sell 10-meter radios on there. Not gonna say why they sell them on the CB website, but that's another part for another video. I'm talking about getting new hams on HF to where they can enjoy it and spend some time on it and as cheaply as possible. All right. Say, buy you $200 mobile. You can find these things used and even more reasonable than that. And most of them used, I wouldn't be afraid of if they prove to you at work because they're compared to buying an old HF rig. These radios, a lot of these ain't that old. But get you a 10-meter mobile. All right. The only thing else you need is a dipole. A dipole antenna on 10, use your formula you learn to get your license. But I just figured one for 28.4, 28.400, 16.47 overall feet, 8.2 feet per leg. That's easy to put up. All right. If you want to put one up with a ballon, buy one with a ballon. MFJ sells dipoles, 10-meter dipoles ready to put up. If you got a tree close to your shack that's got a limb 30 foot in the air you can get to, loop a rope on the center part of it. Get a couple of buddies to help keep you straight so they don't twist up pulling it up. Pull it up on a tree with the coax hooked to it. Orientated east and west, I guarantee you'll make contacts with it. If you put it up with a push-up pole, I'd recommend going to your local Lowe's hardware store, getting a 12-inch shelf bracket and a couple of clamps, radiator hose clamps work fine. Clamp it to the pole, clamp that to the pole, but hang the dipole out on the end of that shelf bracket. That'll keep each leg of it from ever coming in contact with the pole, get it a little away from the pole a little bit so you won't have any metal interference problem. How to power it. Low amp power supplies are very reasonable. W5DLX does a lot of camping, and he's really big into running his own batteries. He sent me a link to some batteries. I'm probably not pronouncing this right. BioEnno Power. BioEnno Power. LIFEPO4 batteries for communication equipment, ham radio. He has real good luck with them. Buy you a battery. You don't need a power supply. Get on the air. 10 meters is really busy when the band is open between 28.3 and 28.5. That's the old novice portion. Now it's tech portion for phone privileges on the 10-meter band. You'll make most of your contacts on 10 meters in that area of the band. If the band's really open and you got a general class license, tune up 28.5 area, low fives. I've made contacts there. Cut your dipole for 28.4. That's right in the middle of the phone portion. You should have enough bandwidth on either side of it to work all the contacts you want. Get on 10 meters. Don't listen to the naysayers about it. It's a great band. When it's open, you can literally talk all around the world with it on any kind of radio. Use your procedures you've learned at ham radio, but get on 10 meters. You can be on the air literally for under $300-400. If you find one of them rigs used, even less than that. I know there's one I saw for $59, but it doesn't have as much power output. It's like an 8-watt radio. If the band's open right, that'll work. Use it as a QRP rig. But get on the air. This is the best time now with 10 meters open. You can enjoy the hobby and get on the air with it. All right, that was a little quick video I wanted to throw out here today. If anybody's got any questions, especially on 10 meters, feel free to email me. My email address is posted on my QRZ page. Thank all who subscribe to the channel. I just hit 102 subscribers today, and I'm really glad of that. We're trying to promote the hobby any way we can. W5DLX, WD5HKV, and myself are usually in here 3 to 4 nights a week, about 7:45 Central Standard Time, somewhere in the neighborhood of 28,450. If there's nobody sitting on that frequency, that's where we're at. If not, we'll be 3 or 4 kilocycles either side of it. Anyway, thanks for everybody subscribe. Enjoy this hobby. Get into HF, especially 10 meters now that the band's open. You'll really enjoy it. KB5 MIQ, Big Boy, 73.